say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, yellow, 22. Pick up the ball. 31's the mic. Watch the pass. He's coming. We got double up. Let's go.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Let's go. Blue, 32. Let's get in there. 31's red, yellow. Here we go. 31's the mic. Bring it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
All day, just like that.
They'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
31's the mic. Hey, here we go.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. It's George. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Oh, Mooney, what a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
Check number 6. Bullet.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, boys, go.
Play action. It's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barber. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Pick your game up.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Fields now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch 15, Mike 15. Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
On play action, Fields. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Fields throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Check 50.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Yellow, go. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 8, Mike 8. Let's go.
Black shot.
Mike 8. Mike 8. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 8, Mike 8. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 8, Mike 8. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They're going to look to throw.
All day, every day, any day.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's George. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Tight left. 6, Mike 8. And watch that. And watch the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
31's the mic. Target. 31's the mic.
It's been a long day for you.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's George. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Bilal Nichols able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Tight ends right. Watch tight. 4 down.
2nd and 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
It got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
There's Mooney with another catch. From the 38, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flush to his right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
Hey, watch this.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
We taking wins home.
Check. Lucky.
Out of the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Buying time to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's George. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
My game. Hey, time.
2nd and 2. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, ball steal. Watch 20, seal that.
They'll look to throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second and inches, Fields sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
I got 15.
Check pass, check pass.
Back to throw, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Well, when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Now it's Fields. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And down to the 28-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Off play action. Fields steps away to his left. Looking for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Check 26, check 26.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's George. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Where's the mic? Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Fields. Flush to his right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
One play action. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To the air again, Fields. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I got 15.
Here's Fields. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Watch the twist.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. 7 yards, the pickup there. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Oh, you got deep?
They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's a party now. Go red. Hey, watch your leg. 6, mega. Mike 8. Mike 8. Man, I got you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here we go. 31's the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision.
Right there. All day, baby.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
31's the mic.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the
field. Let's get off the field. 31's the mic.
You ain't going nowhere.
Looking to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Let's bring it.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From his own end zone, Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
To throw from his end zone, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Chicago, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the L.A. Chargers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.